Yo, people, what's going on? It's Kitty G on Eagle Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's go! Yes, people, that's the new intro. You already know what it is. Let's get this show started. I got my guy Kunle with me, and we got to go straight into the news, bro. No time for nothing.
Wow.
Chegou a bagunça em casa. Tava muito bom pra ser verdade o silêncio.
Não deixa esse brilho apagar. Unfortunate, guys. Gabriel Jesus, our guy, Gabriel Jesus is in the. He has had his surgery. Luckily, surgery has been successful. He's out. You can see his cheery mood, singing and dancing and doing his thing out of the hospital already. The guy is just a lovable guy, man. He's just a happy guy. He's gonna be out. We don't know how long he's gonna be out for yet. Nothing's confirmed. I think that's the best way to start it off is to say, you know what, he's had a successful surgery. As you can see in the video, he's up and about dancing. And he even had a picture where he took while he was in the hospital, where he was smiling, thumbs up, and he had the caption saying, "I'll be stronger than ever," or something like that when he comes back. So it just goes to show you that this guy's a warrior. He's gonna be back. And for anyone who hasn't seen,
How can you not love this kid?
Chegou a bagunça em casa. Tava muito bom pra...
Yeah, man. So Arsenal still haven't told us how long he's gonna be out for. The knee injury is serious. He is gonna be out for a little while, and we're gonna have to find solutions. But I think the best way to start the video is to just talk about that, and then we go into some of the better stuff as we go. So start off with the sad news, and then we get to the good news later.
Do you know how I think we should start the video? Oh yeah, now my people, it's your dark-skinned man for the motherland. If you didn't know before, tonight you gotta understand. Big up all the viewers, big up Eagle Talks, and let's go, man.
There you go. I haven't done a live video in a while. And I haven't had a live video where we talk about Arsenal with a guest in a while. So make sure you guys smack that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And let me know how you guys are feeling in the chat. I'm going to throw the link in the chat in the final 10, 15 minutes of the video so some of you guys can jump on and have your say. But first things first, we got to get through a lot of stuff. Also, bro, did you see all the stuff going on? Bukayo Saka doing interviews. You got friggin' situations with Jesus getting injured. Everything's just changing. And also, if you guys haven't checked out those videos, listen, there's new formats of videos, short, condensed, little videos where you guys don't need to be sitting here watching us for an hour. You can get your news in little tidbits. Let me know if you enjoy that. We already got some people in the chat saying, peace, Eagle, all here. It's all good to see Gabriel Jesus in an awesome mood. Definitely is. Lives are the best. Ooh, there you go. Some people talking about Memphis Depay is a better option than Joao Felix. What?
I agree with that, but we can talk about that when you want to, Eagle.
Okay, we'll get there. Yo, Ben is in the house. Big up, Ben.
Big up, Ben.
Yo, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Ben, anyone who's trying to jump through, jump in. I'll let you guys jump in as we go. Any news on Mudryk? Guys, peace. We'll get there. Anyways, Kunle, how you doing, bro?
Bro, I'm good, man. I've been sitting through probably one of the most unique World Cups ever since 1990, for me anyway, because I have no emotional attachment to the tournament. Obviously, my main country is Nigeria, and they went to go and disgrace us in front of the whole world, lost to Ghana, and didn't make it to the World Cup. So I'm not emotionally invested. I've got excited about African teams. My European team is actually Holland, who are going to end Messi's World Cup dream very, very soon. Sorry, all you Messi stans. But other than that, I don't know about you guys. I've been able to enjoy nearly every goal scored in this tournament because I've not been emotionally invested in anyone. So I'm doing good, bro.
Listen, if you guys know who I am, I'm always invested. I'm always emotionally invested. Listen, I got myself invested in Tunisia. I got myself invested in Morocco. I got myself invested in all the Arab countries, all the African countries, Canada, friggin' France. And I even see myself cheering for Richarlison. It's messed up.
See, that's a whole lot of investment, bro. But is any of it emotional, you got? Is it?
Bro, Canada losing It was like
Okay.
I expected it. France, it's always been like I have a soft spot for France and I closely look at France. But realistically, from what I found out from this World Cup, is that I might have an affinity for France, but it's never going to be as closely related to your own country. So realistically, if Somalia was ever in a World Cup or Canada ever went really far in a World Cup, you'd see the real emotions. But at this moment in time, I've always just been a big admirer of France, and I would call it my team that I support in international. But hey, it's only when Canada is not there, I guess, or Somalia is not there. But yeah, if Somalia was ever there or Canada's ever there, it's gonna be the real like emotional attachment. I get it.
Bro.
Now I get it. When people say your country is different, I get it.
It's different, bro. It's different.
I get
like,
it.
The aunties, the mumsies, the girlfriends, they're even all over the place in Nigeria, bro. The whole country's upside down, and we've not had that shit.
I get it. But let's get, yo, we got M in the house. Big up M in the chat. But yo, let's get straight into it. M, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing good, man. It's been a minute. Yo, do me a favor. Bring your camera on, bro. Don't hide today.
One sec.
Not today.
We want to see you, big man. We want to see you.
Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask everyone. We don't start here with just Mickey Mouse topics. We got to ease our way in. So with the potential situation with Gabriel Jesus and his injury, we got to first start by talking about some options, because you have Thuram, you have Mudryk, you have Joao Felix, you have nketiah, you have to be the guy, and you have a bunch of other people. So first things first, I want to talk about nketiah. I believe in nketiah that he could do a job in the short term, but 3 months.
Is short term?
3 months might be a little bit too long. I think he could do a job. I don't believe in a one-man team. I think this Arsenal team can still do well for a short time period without him. But I worry if it's a long injury. Yo, Paul, what's good? Big up Paul in the house. Yes. Joao at 140 140 million. That Athletic, they're a crazy high. I can't see that happening. Yeah, 100%. You know what? Everyone just wants to talk about Joao Felix. Let's get started with Joao Felix, since everyone wants to talk about Joao Felix. Just to let you guys know, the situation with Joao Felix is pretty straightforward. If you guys don't already know, Joao Felix is currently having an ongoing situation with his people over there in Atletico Madrid. They are currently telling him that they're going to have to get rid of him eventually, and he's trying to force a move. The reason why he's trying to force a move away is because he's gotten into a dispute with the manager over there, Diego Simeone. Diego Simeone and him are not on speaking terms. They're actually not on speaking terms, to the point where he jabs at him. Arsenal are prepared to go into this transfer window and spend to try to fix and negate the issue with Jesus going down, right? So here's what we know. Arsenal, Jesus got injured. We know that Simeone and Felix are getting into arguments, and he wants to leave Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid have made it clear that they will let him leave, and we know that we've had interest in him in the past. So now there's ongoing talks potentially going on to see if Joao Felix to Arsenal could happen. Rumor has it that it's a ridiculous price tag of 140 million, which I don't is realistic. No one in their right mind could say 140 million for this guy would ever happen. Let's be real for a second. But the question is not the 140 million. The question is, do you guys think Arsenal, or would he be a good fit at Arsenal? Because I think he would be an extremely good fit. His agent has already spoken to Arsenal. This is the reports coming out today. Let me show you guys. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you. This is the report coming out. Would you like to see Joao Felix at Arsenal? Journalist Mortis says to Gunners have spoken to Felix's agent Jorge Mendes. So we've spoken to Felix's agent, also Cristiano Ronaldo's agent.
So, technical.
I give you guys the floor. Let me know what you guys think.
Bro, honestly, I got excited about this Joao Felix guy before he went to Atletico Madrid. So what, he's been there for what, 2.5, 3 years now? Is it 3 years?
Yeah.
Something like that, right? And honestly, his career as a footballer, he's not developed in the last 3 years at Atletico. I'm not saying he's a bad footballer. I'm not saying he's not got talent. but his career has taken a standstill quality-wise over the last 3 years. So for me personally, for the money that they're quoting, I don't want Arteta to revamp a player that's currently in decline. Yes, he had a good game last night, but how many good games like that have you seen of him over the last 2 years? Be honest. Everyone knows his potential.
Well. Bro, he's not being used well. He would be a different beast under Arteta.
Okay, so you're willing to pay over 100 million for a guy that's not been used well for 2 years?
I don't think we should pay anything like that. Yo, my guy, big up. How you been?
Doing good, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Loud and clear, bro.
Brother, what's going on, my guy? Sorry, my hair's crazy, bro. I'll grab a hat here in a second, but had some mouth surgery yesterday, like you saw, so I'm just waking up. But the Joao Felix thing, man, like I'm count me in as somebody that, like, it's interesting. It's definitely fun to talk about, and we know he wants to leave Atleti. That price is prohibitive, and I want to pose something to y'all. Like, if Mudryk is done, if Mykhailo Mudryk is done, and what would you guys think about running Martinelli up top? The dude is a ghost.
Bro, I'm 100% for it, to be honest. Like, I think, and everybody knows that for me, Martinelli's end position is going to be as a striker. I said towards the back end of this season, he should start that transition to playing a little bit more games in the middle and seeing how he can move on. Because I don't know if unpopular opinion, but I think Martinelli is actually a better finisher than Jesus.
And
Finisher.
And another name that I think a lot of people have written off because he's been hurt. Like, how many goals did Emile Smith-Rowe score for us last season? Coming out, banging in goals, giving us
10 or 11,
20 and 30 minutes.
Bench.
So yeah, from the bench, like I see him as a guy that could literally come in and spell Martinelli if Martinelli's starting to get a little bit, ripped apart, or if he's starting to get tired or jaded. Like, I think Mykhailo Mudryk is the linchpin in all of this.
But do you rate this Joao Felix guy, bro? Do you think he's the guy that everyone keeps hyping him up to be?
Honestly, if we're going to spend that money,
the first face you did sells me everything. The first face, that's what everyone.
I'm Dutch by blood. Y'all know this. I'd rather have Cody Gakpo. So if we're going to go out on a striker, I'd rather have Cody Gakpo. Nothing against Felix. I just think he's been hyped.
Well, Gakpo is not a striker either.
No, you're right. But if you're talking,
isn't he though? Isn't he?
No, he's not. Gakpo's not a striker, guys.
No,
I'm not asking you where he plays right now, Igal. But if you look at his attributes, I can see him playing through the middle in like a year or two. To be honest, like, he's got the power, he's got the height, he's got the physicality. So I can see him doing more up the top because he's not good in tight spaces or intricate or good at dribbling. So I see him utilizing pace and power through the middle long term, personally, just like a Martinelli. But I hear you though.
And if we're gonna have to bring in somebody like that, who sits? Because I'm not sitting Martin Odegaard. I'm not. He's our creative 10 right now. Like, I don't see Felix in the Premier League coming in and banging in goals like people are going to expect with that price tag.
Listen, I still believe Eddie can do a job. I agree with Ben here.
Can Eddie win?
Which job?
Yeah.
Show me the job description that you're talking about. Which job in particular can Eddie do? Show me.
No, but Eddie can be serviceable. That's what I'm saying. He can occupy that center forward position, link up play, do some similarities to what Jesus offered us, but maybe not to the level of quality that Jesus offered it to.
And this is not a bash Eddie and nketiah statement, but if your ambition is what we've been told that it is, and the Cronkies have said, we see where we are now at 12-1-1 after 14 games, 37 points in the league. Like, we want to win this league. Like, top four is the bare minimum right now. Bare minimum. We need to get ruthless, and we have the money. We totally have the money. I'm from Atlanta. My wife's family is from San Diego, so I get San Diego gifts, But no.
One second. Let me just read this comment quickly. Yeah. Let me just read a couple comments. Igal, do you see what Arteta said? What he said to a Rams? What?
They were all in LA.
He said to a fan at the Rams game about Mykhailo Mudryk. No, I didn't. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah. Basically, apparently, he must have said. Someone said, "What's going on with Mudryk's situation? Are you bringing him to Arsenal or bring him to Arsenal?" And he said, "We're working on it." Apparently.
Wait, was this a video?
I've not seen what it is. I've just heard them talk about it. That's what's rumored to have been said. He said that we're working on it.
And what I was told is that the Arsene Wenger, the wry smile right before we got Mesut Ozil was very comparable. You know, like when people say we're working on it and kind of gave him a wink, it's you also got to understand, like,
Zinchenko, I found it.
Zinchenko's been in his ear for months now.
Bro, this is crazy. How is this the first time I'm hearing about this? This happened 2 days ago.
Exclusive on me. You got to talk football exclusive.
Big up Blaze. Blaze is on point today. This is crazy. Did you guys hear about this?
Yeah, I mean, and also too, Cecil from AFTV was with all of them. Was with Edu and the Cronkies and Vinay, and they were all together in Los Angeles. So the planning is being done. It was all done before the warm weather camp. So, you know, I honestly believe that things are going to get done and Arsenal has the money to spend. We cleared out a lot of dead wood.
But this is what I would say. Like, if we get Mudryk and then let's say we get a CM, right? But then we do nothing about the Jesus situation. For me, I don't know if you guys agree. For me, that just shows me that the board are very much about trajectories rather than pushing opportunities. What I mean by January last season, if we got a player or two, we probably could have snuck into the top 4. And the same situations come about here right now. If we get a replacement for Jesus now, I don't know about you, but that shows me massive ambition to go for this title if we can get in 3 players in Jan.
You know what? I'm just gonna ask you guys this. My man here says Eddie's mid-table at best. I love my guys in the chat, but Eddie gets a lot of criticism. Do you think this is fair to say he's mid-table at best?
It's early. It's early in his career, and he's still super young. He's got Arsenal passion, though. Watching that All or Nothing, like when he was telling Lakanga, you know, listen, like, you think you're the only one who's not playing here, bro? Like, pick your head up, suck it up, and get out on the pitch. Like, I love his drive, and I love the way that he runs his legs out. My biggest concern, I have 2 concerns. Number one, Eddie hasn't won at a major level. So, you know, what he's done in the championship and what he's done with the under-21s, he was banging in goals. But he hasn't done it at a position where we all agree that we want to be. We want Arsenal back in the Champions League, and not just in the Champions League. We want to be qualifying. We want to be winning groups and moving forward. And
competing, yeah.
Yeah, being there isn't good enough for a club like that. So I think Eddie is serviceable in bit parts, but my question to the both of you is, if you go out and buy a striker replacement, what does that say to Gabriel Jesus, who will be back in April? If you go out and you sign some big name player, you have to change the system to incorporate 2 strikers.
What I would say to that, and I love that. I love that as a question.
Who's available, guys?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, we'll go. No. I've got some other options.
I don't want him. I'd rather have Olivier Giroud back.
I don't think we want either of them.
Bro, you're taking me in so many different places, my guy. Flipping heck, mate. Gosh. All right, let me start at this super chat first. Eddie being mid-level. Right. Nothing would make me happier than for players like Eddie Nketiah and Reece Nelson to prosper at Arsenal. Nothing will make me happier because they're Arsenal Haaland boys through and through. I want to see it happen so badly. But here's my issue, with Eddie. He's been a bit part player. His youngers have kind of overtaken him, like the ESRs and the Sakas, which is no embarrassment to anyone considering how good they are. But they've overtaken him after he blew on the scene in the Carling Cup some years ago, even in Wenger days. Now, since that's happened, he made the decision. Okay, I'm the guy in Kitty Catty, as Deji likes to call him. He's the guy that comes and says, "Do you know what? I want the extra pressure. I want the number 14 shirt." No one asked him, like, do you want it? He's like, no, I want the responsibility of wearing that number 14 shirt. And for me, that number 14 shirt guarantees goals, always. Whether you're Thierry Henry, whether you're Theo Walcott, whether you're Aubameyang, all of the people that wore that shirt have banged in goals. Fact for the club. Nketiah's come off the back of playing 6 or 7 weeks, 1 game a week, which he's never had for Arsenal. True say that's in between Premier League game, but he's been playing every week for Arsenal for the last 6 weeks. And I've not seen enough of hunger determination and willing to be a game changer for me to say he's the guy for more than 30 minutes or more than one game at a time. And that's my issue. So he is mid-table.
That's the issue. He is.
I'm just going to back Eddie for a second. I feel like Eddie calling him mid-table level, we haven't seen him play enough games to say.
You gotta stop doing this. But we saw him play last season.
Let me land. Because when we did see him get a run of games, we've seen a different level that he could reach. And to say a year later, if he's been practicing to the level that he's practicing and he's improved to the same level that he improved the last time, who's to say he doesn't come into this team and I'm not saying replace like for Jesus, but give us a serviceable piece in the meanwhile while Jesus is gone.
I'm making a phone call to France right now, and I'm saying, Reims, we want our player back. We want Florian Balogun back.
Let me just stop there, because that is something that has been spoken about. So I'm going to just timestamp this moment right here. If we're going to bring back Balogun, understand we are hindering the development of our own player. We are bringing him back and also ruining a relationship with that club. We are also making a situation where we're taking one of their key pieces mid-season, bringing him into our team. And is Balogun better than Eddie Nketiah right now? 100%. Yes. Is he?
Yes.
He's
scoring goals in Liga. And
he's always been better than Eddie,
the
bro.
Same goals or maybe more.
Nah, he wouldn't, bro. He wouldn't. Trust me, he wouldn't.
Honestly, Balogun is, as an American, I want him capped for my nation. You know, like honestly, that's Berhalter's biggest mistake is not taking Balogun. And let me throw another American name at you, a Haaland boy. Let's bring Yunus Musah back.
Bro, you are literally jumping.
This guy is taking me in 7 directions at once. My gosh,
you've touched. You know what you've done? You've literally touched on every single topic the Arsenal stuff has mentioned in the last 7 days in one stream already. Bring it back, Yunus Musah. I did a TikTok on him. I posted it on my YouTube. You can check it out, guys, if you want to check it out. It's there. Also, we'll go down that road in a second. But first things first, let's bring it back. Balogun, it's not going to happen, guys.
I don't want it to happen.
Simply put, we can bring him back. It is an option, but the club is not going to do that. They're going to weigh their options. The only way they bring him back in January is if Eddie gets injured.
And here's when you talk about ruining a relationship, like I think that a club has to understand that a player on loan is the property of the club that they're, parented to. So yes, would it be terrible for Reims to lose the guy who's banging in goals for them as they battle, in Ligue 1 for what it'd be terrible. But honestly, would you rather have a relationship with Reims or Marseille? Because our relationship with Marseille is pretty damn strong. And if we're going to worry
have you benefited from that
in that relationship, give me.
Yeah, we have Saliba. We've massively benefited from that.
Exactly. So I think if we lose Reims, we lose Reims.
Look, the thing, my issue with Eddie is the fact that he's, as much as you're saying he's not getting a run of games, he's playing every week. Since the season started, he's played every week. That might not have been a start in the Premier League, but he's getting more consistent run of games in an Arsenal shirt than he's ever had. And he's the type of player like a Reece Nelson. Like Reece Nelson needs to do more of those coming in, score a brace, change up the game for me to start saying, oh yeah, maybe he deserves a contract. I'm not at that stage yet.
How beautiful was that though, with given everything that Reece has gone through?
It was incredible. And I know everyone, you, me, everyone in the fan base is rooting for him. What I would love for Eddie to shut me up and shut up all the haters and banging a hat-trick in the first game and score 10 Premier League goals this season. I would freaking love that. But is that likely? No, but I'm down to be proved wrong. Just like I don't believe Arsenal can win the league this season, but I'm down. I'm very much down to be proved
wrong. If I told you
let me just bring in another option, because this option has been spoken about heavily. And when I say heavily. By the way, Mohammed, how are you? Welcome, my friend.
How are you?
Good
evening, guys. Good evening, Miguel. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too, my friend. It's good to have everyone back. Let's talk about Thuram. Anybody saying no?
I'm not saying no because the price tag is 10 to 12 million, but again, it's somebody with no Premier League experience, which we will all agree. You all have to give it to me. The Premier League is the most physical league on the planet.
Yeah, so, and he's coming from the Bundesliga, and he's not even that prolific in the Bundesliga.
Exactly, and there would be a massive adjustment period. So, as you said, like if I told you in August that we would be 12-1-1, first place by 5 points in the league, going into the World Cup, and then lose our star striker, you would all be looking at me going, well, then we'd have to buy, right? So where we're at now is not where we thought we would be, because we all said top 4 is the goal this season. We have a chance to win this league. Let's be real. City's dropped points. Barring a terrible performance at Old Trafford and a stupid brain lapse against Southampton, we've been borderline perfect this season. So
you know what? You know what else? You know what else is? Before World Cup, everything was amazing. Now that Jesus injury happened, we're all in panic mode. I hate it. But guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also you can become a channel member. I only need 2 more members to hit 10 memberships. Go do it right now. Hit that membership button. It's only £1. It's only £1. It doesn't cost much. You probably spend less on your coffee every morning. More on your coffee every morning. But yeah, let's bring it back for a second. People want to know what our thoughts on the injury. The injury is terrible, but we can find ways to solve our issues. This is what we're here to talk about, solving the issues. We can talk about Jesus' injury when we get more updates on Jesus' injury. People here are saying, don't be stupid, Eddie Nketiah is 24. I can see you're clearly a hater on Eddie Nketiah. Another one here saying, Eddie Nketiah did not get what?
Top 4.
Yeah,
he didn't get it.
It wasn't because of Eddie Nketiah we didn't get top 4. That's what he said. Another person saying here, Eddie couldn't fire us into top 4. Now people are saying he's going to fire us into a title race against City. It's you see,
Preach,
you got a little bit of both sides. You got a little bit of both sides. Bringing it back, Marcus Thuram, is he a solution for you guys? Yes or no? I'll take it to Mohammed because I know you've already said no.
I think Marcus Thuram is one of the options, one of the good options on the market. He's a very good player, versatile, can be a winger and a striker. His age profile is good. He's also French international. His contract will expire, I think, next summer with Mönchengladbach in Germany. So I think he's one of the realistic good options on the market. This is about Thuram.
Does he make us title challengers though, or is he a piece for the future, like a unit?
I think Thuram
for the future, yes. For the future, yes. He's a very good player. That he has a high ceiling to be better and better player. I said this is one of the options. Igal asked me about just Thuram. About the situation, I can say my opinion when Igal asked.
About Mohammed, Igal.
No, Mohammed, tell us your what do you think about the situation?
Yes,
you feel like I'm oppressing you right now.
Look, Igal and guys. Before the injury of Jesus, my analysis of Arsenal situation is that we needed 2 players, obviously, a winger and another midfielder. This is before the injury of Gabriel Jesus. Now, with the sad news, we are of course disappointed after this injury, because all of Arsenal fans, if you ask any Arsenal fan who are the players that you fear to get injured, they will answer 2 players, Partey and Jesus, because they are very important for our squad. Now, I think many options, many thinking for Arsenal board to deliver. First of all, this January transfer window now is very crucial, not important, is very crucial and critical to our season. I think when we resume playing with the 26 against West Ham, it will be like another league. Not before the World Cup, not after the World Cup. Your players out.
Yeah, I hear you. You're right.
Our cohesion cut. We were running fast. Now we'll start all over again. Some injuries, levels upside down. And concerning the window, I think with the more optimistic, I will say we need 3 players: striker, winger, and midfielder. But because I know the thinking of Arsenal board, we will not for sure get 3 players. So I think realistically 2 players. The main player, I think now after the Jesus injury, the Arsenal thinking must be that bringing the forward player that can play both positions, striker and a winger, 2 in 1.
So who
2
is
in 1. This is the most important player that we must bring, who can play a striker and also a winger, besides of also a midfielder. The names, there are many good names on the market. One of them is Jakbo, the Dutch international. No. His numbers, his scoring numbers is fantastic, phenomenal, international level, and with BSV.
Let me know
and he can play.
If you agree with Mohammed and you take Gakpo.
He can play a striker. He can play a striker and a winger. Look at his numbers, very impressive. His numbers with the Dutch National League and also with PSV.
But Mo, look at Bergwijn's number since he's gone back to Ajax, man. Like the Everedize doesn't really tell me too much.
Yes, but for me, Jakbo is a very good player. Another big name they are talking about is Joao Felix. I think Arsenal will not buy Joao Felix in January, but realistic options to take him on loan from Atletico Madrid with option to buy until the end of the season, because for sure Atletico Madrid will sell or loan Joao Felix in January. The relationship between him
you guys want more name?
Well, real quick, Mohammed, I want to ask you real quick because we're in a situation in the world right now where one of the biggest clubs in the world is about to be not only put into administration but relegation for their cooking their books. I want our people to be ruthless, and I want Edu and Arteta on the phone to Turin saying, we'll take Dusan Vlahovic, we'll take Chiesa, and we'll take Locatelli from you. Because
bro, I want that too, but you see,
we are
like with these Italian clubs and money in football, anything can now happen where it can change. I want them to throw the story that says they've been sanctioned. This is what's going to happen at the end of the season. I need that statement to come out before the January window opens, so we can start having free for all. Because
Arsenal
that issue being rectified until summer.
If Chiesa comes on the market, first of all, he needs to be fit. He needs to be fit from his knee injury. 2, when he comes on the market, the first club that's going to be after him is clubs like Chelsea, Man United, the guys who are ready to always.
Who cares? We're top of the league, you guys, man. Who cares?
We are not. My friend,
who cares? We're not Arsenal of 2 years ago.
Arsenal just doesn't throw money at the problem. That's the thing.
Yes. Arsenal as a club does not overspend like United and like Chelsea. They are overspending. Yeah, look at their deals. Casemiro, okay, very good players. 30 years old, 31. You spend 70, 80 million on 31 years old player. It's crazy. Arsenal will not do this thing. Arsenal are not overspending, and of course financially, Arsenal in a good situation, but not in the same strong financial situation like United, for example, and like City. We know this. Even like Chelsea.
Vlahovic right now for £45 million. Would you take him?
No,
we paid 90 million for him last.
Your arm off for that. I will go to Turin to pick him up myself.
Throw figures like that.
It's not throwing the names. It's
no,
not
but if
throwing
they get
this name or that name, my friend. It's not throwing this name and that name. We must be realistic, analyzing Arsenal situation and analyzing how Arsenal board and Arteta thinking and analyzing the appropriate and realistic options on the market, not to throw this name and that name.
1 second. Everyone's throwing names everywhere. First things first, before we get on to Jonathan David, which Ben wanted to speak about, I just want to finish the Vlahovic comment. People in the chat, put a number 1 if you would say yes to Vlahovic. Put a no if you'd say no to Vlahovic for 45 mil. Because I personally think no one's saying no for 45 mil for a player that we were willing to spend over 60 to 90 mil for. I get you. But the thing is, a team that is going through relegation issues and financial issues, they're not going to do a fire sale just like that.
They don't have a choice, Gal. They don't have a choice.
They're not
coming down from Serie A.
This is
not a Juventus choice. They are in administration. They are in administration, not relegation.
This is unprecedented. We have to wait and see when
not unprecedented though. It happened in 2006 when they cooked the books last time and had the referee scandal. This is not. Juventus was relegated to Serie B in 2006. Like this is not.
Yeah, this ain't new. And I was look.
How much?
Look, this is what I say. So I remember that period.
Board, you do this in January.
They are in.
Nah. But this is the thing. This is the thing. What Egal's saying. The risk is doing that stuff in January. I believe, like I said, once we get some statements and confirmations out, we can do it. And I can't see it. One second. I can't see anything happening until the end of the season. And in that situation, we're going to put them in a corner, Egal, where they're going to be like, we're going to have these players with massive wages in Serie B, or we got to sell them at cut prices. And that's just what they had to do last time. Luckily, players like Del Piero and Buffon reduced their wages and decided to stay because they're boys through and through. But other than that, no one's doing that.
One second, this is an important point. Vlahovic is Serbian. Xhaka is obviously, we know his ethnicity. There's big beef there. I think Xhaka won't even want him in the team. Well, let me see what you're showing us. UEFA have opened formal investigations against Juventus.
Yeah, we need some confirmations.
I read this.
You are my second team, so
literally right now. Did that happen right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God. We need to.
Could be peak for Spurs as well, you know.
Yes, one of the main points is that we must take into consideration is that Arteta and Arsenal will not sign any players unless this player is with Arteta plans and style of play. It's not that Arsenal will sign any player. So Arteta will bring the appropriate, suitable player to his style of play, defensively and offensively. This is the main point we must confess and we must.
For sure. But Mo, you're spot on.
Okay, one second.
But we've been linked
with
Vlahovic.
This comment right here, though, is right. Do you guys believe Vlahovic will come in January?
If he's facing not getting a paycheck, like here's the thing, it's not about Juventus anymore. They don't have control. Like I just showed you, Bloomberg, Forbes, Eurosport. They don't have control of their finances anymore. They were found guilty of cooking their books. They don't have control of paying these players anymore. They don't have control of their club anymore. Their entire board was like, you're about to see Paratici. You saw Paratici get arrested in London from Spurs. Yes.
I didn't see it happen, but I heard the warrant went out for his arrest.
He's got a yes. He's either confined to house arrest or he's been arrested.
What?
Yes. Yeah. Like this is
shit week.
You know, Igal, one point that I agree with my American friend is that I heard him before I go live with you that about Yunus Musah. For me, Yunus Musah is a top talent. What he delivers with the U.S. national team and with Valencia, he's just 20 years old. He's 20. I think he has a big future. And for me, I see him as a long-term replacement for Partey in the number 6 position. So I think Yunus Musah is a top talent. And information, many top clubs in Europe are looking at Yunus Musah, including Arsenal, are monitoring his development. So Yunus Musah is a top talent.
This is what I say about Musah. A hell of a player, and he looked really neat in that USA.
In the World Cup, he was fantastic. 100%. And I will raise another point. Arsenal are not a club known to just sign a player because he delivered for example in the Euros or in the World Cup for a month or 2 months. But in this World Cup, Arsenal must look at some players who were fantastic. For example, I will say some names. The best defensive midfielder in the World Cup is Soufiane Amrabat, the Moroccan international. The best midfielder in the World Cup, the best defensive at number 6 is at Fiorentina. all the top clubs, and Liverpool now are talking with his agent. So Arsenal must look also at the market of the World Cup. Many good players at the World Cup. So many options there on the market. We must look. Rabat was fantastic all the matches. I watched all the matches for the Moroccan national team. Now top team.
But Mo, this is who they want to talk about instead. They all just want to put flashing lights on players like Jude Bellingham for 150 million. They don't want to spot these gems, these African gems that have been there for years, bro.
Give me Kudus from Ghana all day long. Give me
even what's his name from Cameroon, Anguissa, bro. He's a baller too in the middle.
Anguissa, but look, the difference between me and other persons that I look at realistic and good options.
Okay. Anguissa, because of Napoli.
Napoli will not sell. Napoli will not sell their star Anguissa at all. If they will sell,
they'll be in summer. If anything,
100 million, 102 million. So it's not realistic. I think Rabiot for 30 million from Fiorentina, and Liverpool are now talking with his agents. So Sofiane Amrabat is a very good, the best defensive midfielder in the World Cup. And there are many other good players there. And Arsenal are looking. So we must act now in December. Edo must start talking. We must deliver at the beginning of the January.
We don't dip into the African market since Wenger left, bro. Wenger was really good at that market, but we don't dip into that market like we used to.
But to be fair, we have been linked to Ajax's Mohamed Kudus.
That's the one. Mohamed Kudus.
He's a top talent. He's a top talent.
You have a choice. I give you a choice. Kudus or Mudryk. What are you saying? Mykhailo Mudryk or Kudus?
Honestly, and I'll throw a name at you if we're going to stay in the African market with Premier League experience. Why is
no, I'm not going to let you throw another name, bro.
Eberechi Eze from Crystal Palace. Eberechi Eze from Crystal Palace.
You know, Egal. They are different styles. You know, Kudus.
We're all over the place. To be fair, we're all over the place.
Egal. Yeah. Kudus thrives and plays as a second striker and number 10. He can play also as a winger, but he's not a natural winger like Mudryk.
This is a great point. Imagine AFCON happens in the middle of the season again, and Partey, Rabiot, and what do you call it? El Neni all leave. Our whole midfield's gone for AFCON. We're fucked. We can't afford to have too many players for AFCON.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But you look, you look at the quality of the player you bring in the position you need and in the long term also. Rabiot is 26 years old, and maybe he will go to Liverpool and he will thrive and will say, why we didn't get him? So there are many options in the market, and my fear is that Arsenal usually are slow in negotiations with. We know this. So I fear that we just move or act in the last week of the window. It's not. It will affect us badly. The Jesus injury means that we must deliver early. The matches will be thick and fast.
Yeah, there are
from the beginning of January and forward.
There are a lot of matches to play. And here's the thing. We know who we've been linked with, and we're not going to throw out any new names or anything like that, but nobody's mentioned Danilo. Like, Danilo is pretty much done.
I'm not going to lie to you. There's so many names being thrown around. Today's video.
Danilo, we know that Arsenal are monitoring him and are talking with his agents, and there is a good chance that Arsenal will negotiate with palmeiras for him.
What I last heard about Danilo is pretty much close to being done and dusted.
It's pretty much done.
We don't worry too much about Danilo. If it is going to happen,
January, yeah.
If it is going to happen, it's going to happen in January, and it's not going to be too much of an issue. Danilo from Palmeiras, of course, right?
Mm-hmm. In Brazil, another Brazilian.
By the way, Palmeiras are about to sell one of their young kids, and what's his name? nketiah.
Hendrik.
To Real,
right? To Real Madrid for like 80 mil?
70 million euros.
16-year-old kid for 80 million.
He's only 16 and he's a top talent, the best top
80
talent
million naira,
in
right?
South Africa.
18
Nigerian
million
money.
pounds.
And it was a war. It was a war between PSG,
Phoenix.
Chelsea, and Real Madrid. And Real Madrid now are
That's
close
mad.
to snatching this top talent, and he will join them 2024. Not now.
Is he as good as Yusuf Moukoko from
Bro, basically, they're saying this kid is going to be the next Rodrigo, the next Vinicius for Real Madrid. They're
Yes,
gonna sign
yes.
him now.
Is
He's a
he
top
as
talent.
They're
good?
going to save hundreds of millions.
Is he as good as Yusuf Moukoko from Borussia Dortmund?
Bro,
He's better technically.
can I tell you?
Technically, he's better.
He's 16 years old. He's broken every single Brazilian young record.
Yes.
And
Yes.
this is a league where all the greats have come from. So
Technically, he's very gifted.
I've heard of Wonder
I
Kids
believe
like
the
this
hype.
before.
When
man.
I see,
Let's see.
listen, when I tell you guys, I believe the hype on nketiah. I believe it. I seen 1-2 goals, and I believe the hype. But I'm not gonna say we're gonna get him. Real Madrid, you guys pay that money. I want to see what happens when he gets to Europe. If he ever gets game time, let's see. But this kid is very raw. I agree. But yo, 1 second, guys. We've gone so far, 100 miles a minute. We haven't. We need to bring it back a little bit. Let's do quick fire. See what you guys think about some of these topics to see if you believe it or if you don't believe it. Leroy Sane keeps coming up. Believe it or don't believe it. Let me know.
No.
I believe it, but I don't see it happening. Do I believe that he's linked
The
with
rumor
us?
has it that Arsenal have inquired and Bayern Munich are now willing to listen.
Oh,
No,
I don't believe that. No,
I don't think
believe
so.
that part.
No.
I believe he'll always have us at the back of his mind when he's potentially looking to leave Bayern, but I don't think that's anytime soon.
As long as Arteta's here, there will always.
Yeah. He'll always have us in our mind. But I don't believe that story.
Always, guys. It's not easy. Bayern Munich usually didn't sell any of their stars easily. Historically.
Bayern's not selling him to us. It's not.
Yeah. Unless he hands in a transfer request, I can't see that one, mate.
Next.
Okay. Just so we can go through these quite quickly. I'm just gonna say the next one is going to be an interesting one, right? It's going to be a quick one. Just to tell you guys, Tomiyasu and Granit Xhaka, they are such warriors. They played. Granit Xhaka played every single minute in the World Cup for Switzerland, and he said, "I'm not taking a break. I'm coming back to Arsenal immediately.
Yes.
I have unfinished business."
Yes, I heard him. He's a warrior.
The guy. Honestly, I love Granit Xhaka. I can say that.
He's
guy.
Xhaka always on fire. So his personality now, his personality is will love.
I love Xhaka and what he's done this season, but that comment is unnecessary. Why are you doing this pick me shit, man? Just go and train, bro.
No. At the opposite, my friend. He said that I will fly direct to Dubai because the Premier League are waiting for me, and I will go there to help Arsenal. It's a very good comment,
bro. Who cares, bro? Just go and do the thing, bro. No one, honestly, I don't care. Like, just go and do the thing. If you
okay,
but go and take your holiday, bro.
The journalist asked him. The journalist asked him.
But this is what I'm saying. No, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Xhaka knew that the journalists would care, and rather than focus on Switzerland just getting kicked out, they focused on his, I'm coming back to Arsenal, bro. Just continue playing how you're playing this season, Xhaka. I don't care about anything you're doing in the press, but continue how you're playing, bro. This is too much.
What about Tomiyasu?
Him saying that he had to step away from football for a minute because he felt that he had a poor performance. I think he's super.
He's disappointed. He's down. He's down after Japan lost. He's very, very disappointed. So I think he will take 5 or 6 days holiday and then he will return.
And I got a quick little video of Tomiyasu. Let me just play it right now.
Favorite defender ever, and you will never guess the player he told me. Tommy, you are already one of the most versatile defenders in world football, we can say pretty much. So who inspired you there? Like, do you have a favorite defender of all time?
To be fair, when I was young, I didn't watch football a lot, but I like Mascherano from Argentina. He can read the game and he reads the situation. He's one of the best defenders, and yeah, I like him.
The purpose behind that video was to tell you guys a little bit about who he is as a person. As a defender, you would think he would pick an actual defender that's just an out-and-out defender, but he picks a player who was just as versatile as himself. Shows that he's always looked at himself as a Swiss Army knife, and I just take away from it like that's an interesting choice of like someone to look up to. Don't you guys think?
I think he's one of the best, unsung heroes of a squad. When he's healthy, like if he can keep that leg healthy and that calf injury down, he's one of our best defenders and has been such, when he's on the pitch, he's one of the best players that there is.
Like, I was debating last season whether to get Tomiyasu on the back of my shirt after his first interview. Swear down, he said in his first interview, they asked him, what is your favorite position? His answer was, on the pitch. On the pitch, that's my kind of guy. Just put me in, and I'll put in a shit for you, bro.
You know, guys, Tommy is a fighter. He's a warrior.
Love him.
So all Arsenal fans love him because he always fights for the team.
Yeah.
Love the dude.
Okay. Moving on to some weird news. Weird news. You're trying to piss me off. Don't piss me off. I wake up to some bullshit. Some absolute bullshit. First of all, I'm monitoring the Lamborghinis on the streets. I'm monitoring friggin' all the new cars that are coming out. I'm monitoring all the new watches that are coming out. Doesn't mean I'm going to buy it. Doesn't mean I'm going to get it. Barcelona watching Gabriel Martinelli's progress in the World Cup closely. Also, Barcelona monitoring Gabriel Martinelli. Now, let me just give you guys a second. This is my tweet from 10 hours ago. I did some research. Barcelona invited me. This is what Martinelli said in 2020. Barcelona invited me to La Masia. I spent 15 days there. Afterward, they did not want anything to do with me. I went back to Brazil where his club was. He played for them, and then he came to Arsenal. The rest was history. This was his words.
And 2 months ago, there was the exact same story about Manchester United is monitoring Gabriel Martinelli and are in touch with his agents. And he came out and he said, I did a trial there. I was not part of their plans. I'm happy. Where's the pen? He's literally said, I need a pen.
Bro, it gets worse. The BBC know that they're trying to egg on Arsenal fans. And they're trying to poke at us. Barcelona are reportedly tracking Gabriel Martinelli. Could he be on the move in January? What the fuck?
No.
They are
top of the
joking.
league. Top of the
They are
league.
joking.
5 points clear. They think we're gonna sell one of our best players.
Bro,
to Barcelona.
Nonsense.
Fucking smoking drugs.
You got it spot on beforehand, bro. Like, the press do not make money from Arsenal doing well and Arsenal fans being happy. So whatever they can do to try and rile us up and get us like maybe against each other, that's what they'll do, because more money comes when it happens. So for me, this Martinelli, I don't know about you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, and comment section, let me know. Martinelli seems like the type of kid that is very much, all right, what? You didn't want me then? I'll show you when I play you next. Watch. Because if you've noticed, every time he plays against Man U, there's a little bit of more battery in his pack. Watch the game last season. Watch the game this season where he got the disallowed goal, bro. He's up to prove, okay, you should have taken a chance on me. I love this club. They took a chance on me, and I'm going to win major trophies with them. So I'm not even worried, man.
I think, these nonsense stories, I think it doesn't even deserve for you to mention it. Just neglect it.
Forget those. And honestly, as we continue to do well, know that we have one of the larger fan bases in the world, so their clickbait is there. But also, too, you're going to hear stories. Real Madrid's going to want Martin Odegaard back. PSG is going to be in for William Saliba. Newcastle's going to have Saudi money, so they're going to come buy every one of our players. Like, it's just clickbait.
I'll tell you why. Till Arsenal officially managed to extend the contracts of Saka, Saliba, and Martinelli. All these rumors will keep going and going. So we must be decisive, at least to manage with Saka with the easiest one.
With this, not a lot of people know this. I was speaking to on my last stream. I had Arsenal's chief writer for Football London on Kia, and he was telling me Arsenal have Martinelli tied down until 2026 if they extend his 2 years on his deal. There's a 2-year extension trigger.
Yes, we know this. Yes.
But we want to give him a bumper. We want to give him a bumper.
His contract's expiring next year.
But we want to give him a bumper contract. We want to have good wages.
Martinelli's contract expires at 2024, and Arsenal has another 2-year options on it. It's not, but it's not like this. Arsenal needs to reward these players with a new lucrative contracts, because now they are delivering. We will not let this star now with his contract when he was a boy.
Okay,
we're done with the days of overpaying. We're done with the days of having Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Kieran Gibbs and Jack Wilshere and paying this British core £100,000 a week. Like, those days are done. We're literally signing kids. Like, Martinelli was what, 7 million from
yes. Ituano.
So we're bringing in these kids.
Everyone in the chat right now, do me a favor, hit that like button. The video's almost done. Hit that like button. I'm going to play a special video of Bukayo Saka teaching the England team how to spell. That guy is hilarious. But before we go any further, I'm just gonna say this: can I entertain this stupidity?
No. 2015 again? Come on, man. No. I don't want him or his mother anymore.
Oh my gosh.
No, I think Arsenal will not look at Rabiot. No.
I just love the consistency of the press. They did it for the whole of the Euros. Any player that had a decent game linked with Arsenal, they're doing it similar again for the World Cup. Can
I tell you guys something? When you see an article, when you see anything from this publication, don't believe it.
Right. Exactly. It's almost like where's the Icardi link? I'm sure that's coming.
What's their name? How do you pronounce it?
Mercado.
For me, I don't look at these journalists. Look at David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano, and close the door after this.
Personally, I just look for Igal Talks Football for my news, mate. So I'm good.
No, Igal is our friend, and we all, of course, happy every time to be with him and with you also, guys.
Big up. Guys, the way we're going to do this is we're going to watch a quick video and give our reactions. So feel free to speak while the video is playing, guys, okay? It's going to be a quick little video of Bukayo Saka with the England team. I'm actually loving seeing some of the behind the scenes and his character. Surprisingly, he sounds a lot like Kesh. Bukayo Saka sounds a lot like Kesh. It's weird. Well, yeah, let's play it in 3, 2, 1.
Why are you recording?
They're just big kids.
Take it easy, bro. Just spell a word. You're already nervous. I'm not. You've not said the word yet.
Am I wrong? They're just big kids.
EMBARASSED. You're wrong, man.
Yeah, you didn't say T.
You ready, bro?
I'm ready, brother.
You seem a bit nervous.
Nah.
I'm nervous. Alright, bro, I need you to spell me pronunciation.
P-R.
But, bro, first things first, can you guys spell pronunciation without knowing it?
Yes, very easy.
Yeah. Okay, because the way some of these guys are struggling, I was like, yo.
O-N-O. Oh, bro, I'm doing it too slow.
You're wrong.
Tell me Bukayo Saka Snapchats aren't lit.
But you know why this is so funny? Because when you see him do the interviews, he's like, "Yeah, no, I think that it's the right thing." Yeah, like I'm not giving you nothing in the press, but if you catch me on Snapchat, I'm having a blast, mate.
Exactly. Agent Saka at work. Bring Declan Rice. That's the man right there. Do your work.
A whole nother stream, bro. You're not gonna blow my mind with everything today, bro. Pause.
That's the point, bro. It's Wednesday. What else are we gonna do?
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna do these call-in shows at least once a week. I miss these shows, man.
In this time, Igal, this time is suitable. In this time, not too late.
Yeah, 7.
That's because there's no matches on. That's why.
11 o'clock at night streams is ridiculous. I know.
No, after the World Cup.
You want another one?
After the World Cup, this time
spell.
It's very, very
aesthetic.
Suitable.
Aesthetic. However you say it.
Definitely not getting this.
AESTETHIC.
Wrong. Stop smiling like that, bro. You're wrong. Hey, Mr. Grealish, do you want to spell something? Spell something quick. Spell Spell rhythm.
River.
Yeah.
Why does he get the...
He still got it wrong.
We all knew Grealish was going to miss that. He barely speaks English as it is.
Grealish is just pure bants, bro. That guy, bro, he's not a serious person.
Just Saka catches them suddenly. This is the main point.
Saka's a savage, mate. And he's a straight A student, so you know he got all of them right.
I think Igal went on mute, bro.
You're on mute. We're just taking over your show, Igal.
It's us chatting back and forth now.
It's us doing our thing, bro. We can't even hear you, but yeah, what he's showing us some videos right now.
What I'm saying is, guys, go check out my TikTok. My TikTok is lit as hell. And I realized I say, ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona. I realized I say ladies and gentlemen a lot. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, boy, when I tell you, what did I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? At least this is good news. Ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal, let me know, who do you think is going to, did you know that ladies and gentlemen, this is Bukayo. Why do I say ladies and gentlemen every time? Anyway, guys, go check out my TikTok. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Big up to Devon. Big up to my guy Mohammed coming on. Big up to my guy Kunle. And also go check out Alan's channel. Time added on. The link is in the chat right now. We're gonna be going live as we speak. After this stream, and I'm gonna do back-to-back streams. But yo, guys,
hold on, I got 15 more names to mention to blow his mind.
Oh, mate, no.
Yeah. Hey. You've done too much today. You've done too much. By the way, guys,
it's all passion.
Love that.
Bro, you don't have to show it. They know, bro. Devon's a legend, bro. He's been here from my guy. Devon has been here from 2,000 subs. I think he's been here from 2,000 subs. Mohammed, I know Mohammed's been here for at least since 3,000 subs. I don't know about you, bro. When did you get here?
I've been here just over a year, man. I'm late to the party, innit?
Don't worry. Never late. Better late.
I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest Arsenal fan, and I'm the oldest Eagles friend.
There you go, my guy. And you already know what it is, guys. Hopefully you continue to enjoy the World Cup. I'll be back with more Arsenal streams. I'm not going to always do a live, but when I do a live, I need you guys to pay attention because I'm going to put a notice out to let you know I'm about to go live. At least 4 hours before I go live to give you guys a little bit of a notice. But yeah, have a good day, enjoy, and go check out Alan's channel. We're gonna go live on Alan's channel right after this stream. Peace.
These guys.
Big up.
All the best, guys.
I gotta play the outro before you guys go.
All the
Silêncio.
Não deixa se brilhar.